Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's adventure brings me to the Lake Como Inn in Lake Como, New York. It's a Bill's Backer Bar. They have the only private launch area onto this lake. Let's go see if I can get on. Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Lake Como. And as you can see, it's a fairly good sized body of water. It'd almost be an oversized pond. So Lake Como is in Cayuga County in the Finger Lakes region. Lake Como is one of the Finger Lakes. It's not as big as the well-known Finger Lakes, but this lake is actually the one with the highest elevation of 1,309 feet above sea level. So it's the highest of all the Finger Lakes. We're actually in a valley, and if you look over, you scan the camera over here to the side, you'll see the forested hills surround this lake. The entire shoreline here is privately owned. There's only one way onto the lake. At the far end is the Lake Como Inn. They have a boat launch there. There's a $5 fee to get on. But this is where my connections pay off. Anyone that watches my channel knows I am a Bills fan, die-hard Bills fan. Well, the Lake Como Inn is a Bills Backer Bar, and they told me, go ahead, get in. And I said, all right, thank you. So, yeah, but there is a fee to get on this lake. This lake it's a very nice lake. The shoreline is completely covered with houses and camps. There is no cell coverage here, which I have found a lot here in central New York, that there's really spotty, I should say, cell coverage. This area, a couple hundred years ago, was the hunting and fishing lands for the Onondaga Nation, Indian Nation. But after the French, Indian, and Revolutionary Wars, Congress took over this as a military tract, and the war veterans were given land here as payment for their services. There's actually a congressman from this area, Elbridge Spalding. I think he was raised not far from here. He was a banker and former treasurer for the state of New York, and he is the one who drafted the National Currency Bank Bill, originating the Legal Tender Act, which created our national paper currency, which to this day, what do I got here? Look at that. Right there. Look at that pike. Look at that thing. That way, didn't it? Holy cow. Holy cow. That was a pike. I've never seen a pike do that before. He was just trolling right along. Now, I thought I something bumped me earlier. I thought it was a little wave, but maybe it was that guy there. Holy crap. That was interesting. I'll tell you what, the fish down here in central New York act way different than the fish up north. I've never seen a pike do that before. Huh. Unbelievable. But anyways, where the hell was I? Oh, I was on the money, the tender act, but the far end of this lake is a bird sanctuary named after Dorothy McElroy, and it's owned by the Finger Lakes Land Trust. That was so interesting. And yeah, I've lost my train of thought now. But I'll tell you what, yesterday when I was on Lake Dryden, it was dirty water, and that's where I encountered the water snakes and turtles, and fish kept popping out of the water everywhere. And I've never seen a pike do that. That was a good sized pike too. I don't know what the heck he was doing with that. Huh. That was interesting. Maybe I'm going to get attacked by a pike out here. But anyways, the bird sanctuary at the far end, there's trails there that people can go on. There's a viewing platform over a swamp for endangered birds that nest in this area. It is a gorgeous day today. It's 86 degrees. I'm gonna start paddling back to the Lake Como Inn for lunch. Got to stop at the Bill's Backer Bar for lunch, of course, you know. And but this will be my last paddle of the Central New York tour, and I will going home here in a day. But I'll tell you what, my last two paddles, Dryden Lake, I had turtles popping up next to me. I had water snakes going by me. I had fish splashing around me. And then today, here in Lake Como, I just got bumped twice by a pike. You see that pike that it was, yeah, it came, I bet you it's the same one, came up and banged into the side of the kayak with its tail fin as it flipped. And I've never had a pike do that to me before, of all the years paddling up in Adirondack. So Central New York has got some weird fish. You know, I've seen snakes in the Adirondacks in the water, but most likely they are a water snake or a grass snake that are in the water, and they scurry away from you. The New York water snake is very aggressive, but they will only fight if you corner. But Jesus, I've never had a pike come after my kayak like that. I'm just kind of sitting here waiting to see if he's going to come back over here. But the Lake Como Inn is right up here, and I am going to head back there, get lunch, and then I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. Maybe hit the natural pool at Fillmore Glen. That would be cool. Alright folks, you watched all the way through. Thanks for that. If you liked the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button down below. Continue to follow the adventure. And remember folks, tomorrow is no guarantee for any one of us. So disconnect from that Wi-Fi, connect to this out here. You won't be disappointed.